What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing an in-depth tutorial again. You guys have been asking for a lot of in-depth tutorials, so we're going to spam it a lot, but we're going to do some other tutorials as well. If you have any other things that you want to learn that you have in mind, please comment that below on the comment section. Today we're going to be doing a Jawhead tutorial, alright? So we'll look over his mechanics first on the practice mode, alright? I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we are in the mechanics section. Let's talk about Jawhead's passive first. In simpler words, the more damage over time you do, consistent damage. If you stop, then the passive will reset. It has a maximum of 10 stacks, okay? And your basic attack damage will go up 8% each time. Alright, let me demonstrate that so you can understand better. Let's get a normal bot. It's gonna be Layla. If I hit Layla right now, it's just gonna be alright, 293 damage. Alright, you saw that. It came up to 315 because of the passive. Alright, it came up 8%. That's why it came up to 315. But if you don't attack Layla for a little while, then obviously you will go back to 293. So as you can see, like that. But let's see. Let's remove Layla first. Get another normal bot. If I hit Layla as much times as possible, I crit right there. That doesn't count. Let me try that again. I have Assassin Emblem, that's why I crit. So if I hit Layla right there, 293, 315, 337, 359, 380. You see how it goes up 8% every single time. So that's pretty much Jawhead's passive. But if you don't hit Layla consistently, let's say if I hit Layla right now, alright, 293, I wait like 5 seconds. It should still be 293. It's gonna stay right there. So you gotta hit consistently, okay? So now let's talk about Jawhead's first skill. Jawhead's first skill damage will be based on how many heroes are next to you, alright? So the missile, you have 11 missiles with Jawhead, and it will try to divide it the best it can, depending on how much heroes are next to you. So let me show you a demonstration so it's a lot easier to understand. Let's try one Z-Long for now, and you guys can see the total damage we do after one first skill, alright? After one first skill without any items, I did 3,192 damage. Alright, now let's put another Z-Long here and see how much damage we do if there's two people around you, okay? So now they're both at 0 total damage. If we do first skill again, just let it go. It tries to divide it the best it can. And it only did 753 damage on one Z-Long and 2,274 damage on the other Z-Long. So it's pretty random, honestly. It's pretty random. Now if we do a third one, obviously it's gonna be lower as well. It's gonna get lower and lower the more people you're next to. So it's better if you use your first skill when someone is alone, especially if it's a core. See, we only did 753 damage on this Z-Long, 1,255 on the other Z-Long, and I can't really see the other one. So, but it tries to divide it as much as possible the more people you're next to, okay? So you have 11 missiles total. Okay? Actually, it's 12 missiles. Sorry about that. 12 missiles. Now, for the second skill, you can pretty much throw anything except for the Lord and the Turtle. You can throw minions, such as the Jungle Minion, and it also gives you shield. Alright? So this is good for escaping. Second skill gives you shield. You can throw minions away. It's pretty much whoever you're closest to. Alright? It's pretty much whoever you're closest to. Let's try this again. We can throw the Jungle Minion here. You can throw your teammates even if they don't buy the potion for it. There's a potion to where you can actually avoid getting thrown by Jawhead. So if you buy that, then you can't throw your teammates. Let's see here. You cannot throw the turtle, so don't even try. You cannot reset the turtle by throwing it. Same with the Lord. You cannot throw the Lord, so keep that in mind. But mostly this is used for either escaping, because you get shield and movement speed when you use your second skill, as you can see. You're a lot faster. Or for getting picks. So what people do is they either do, like, they hide in bush and wait for someone to come in, and then they do second skill, flicker, and then throw towards your teammate. That's pretty much like the simplest engage you can have for Jawhead. Alright, but I'll teach you the combo later on the tips section. Alright, so it's pretty much throwing people to whoever you're closest to. Let's check what it does if you're next to a bunch of people. Alright, so there's a damage bot right there, and there's a damage bot right here. I'm pretty sure it throws whoever you're closest to. It should throw the Z-Long on top. Yep, it's whoever you're closest to, pretty much. So make sure you get as close as possible to who you want to throw. Or you could try hero lock mode. That should work as well. Hero lock mode, I believe, would definitely help you throw the right guy. Now let's talk about the Jawhead's ulti. So Jawhead's ulti has like a mini stun, and you could actually dash into them. This is really good against Ling, because you can actually get Ling out of the wall if you ulti the Ling. So it's like a mini crowd control for Jawhead. It stuns the enemy a little bit for like, it's really quick. It's like maybe not even a second, maybe it's a second, not really sure. And you kind of just bump into them. So you can use that as an engage as well. By, let's say for a combo, you're chasing someone, you ulti, and then you use your second skill and throw. Something like that, right? But that's what your ulti is used for. If you want to really focus someone. If the Ling is trying to run away, ulting Ling would probably be the best, so you could force Ling to get out of the wall, on top of a wall. Alright, so let's go to the tips and tricks section. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we are on the tips and tricks section. This is mostly gonna be about Jawhead's combos that you could do. Like, there's a variety of combos that you could do, but the most used one is what people like using is the ambush. So if you're level 1 with Jawhead and you take your second skill and you want to get a quick kill at mid. Okay, let's imagine this is mid lane. You want to get a quick kill at mid. You usually do second skill first and then flicker and then throw. Alright, so let's try to demonstrate that. So imagine this is mid lane, this is the bush at mid lane. You're kind of waiting for your enemies to clear the minion and they don't know you're here. Alright, so what you do, second skill first, flicker, throw, and then you don't have first skill. Obviously you're at level 1, so you're not gonna have first skill at the early stage of the game. You need to depend on your teammate to kill whoever you threw. Alright, so that's like probably the simplest combo. Another combo would be waiting on a bush, second skill, ulti, and then throw. Alright, you want to try to do second skill first. Give me a second. You want to try to do second skill first before doing your ulti, and you might be wondering why. Let's try not using second skill before using your ulti. So if I use ulti right away without using second skill, it's actually gonna delay the throw. Alright, so I ulti, I still gotta activate my second skill and then throw. It just takes more time. But if you have your second skill ready, you can just throw him right away as soon as your ulti is done. So that's why you want to have your second skill ready before you do the ulti, alright? So you can throw right away. But the basic combo right there, full combo, would probably be, give me a second. Second skill, ulti, throw, and then first skill to wherever he's going. Alright? So that's pretty much the basic combo right there for Jawhead. There's many more varieties, but that's pretty much what most people do. And let's see, you can use your second skill for escaping because you get an extra shield and movement speed for it. Right, extra shield and movement speed. You can use your second skill to also scare people away. Alright, that's also a tip. Scare people away if you want to face check something. They're really scared that they're gonna get thrown into your teammates, so they're gonna be like backing off. Hopefully they're backing off. If you're really squishy, then obviously they're probably gonna kill you if you face check and they're in that bush. But usually people get really scared when a Jawhead with second skill comes in and you're planning on throwing, right? Your ulti does work across the wall. So for example, Zilong's here, and then I'm right over here. You can go across the wall and throw him to your teammates just like that. But yeah, there's really nothing else that I could give you a tip for. I guess the first skill, the more people you have next to you with your first skill, the less damage you do with your first. So I already showed this on the mechanics section, but let's talk about it again. If I use first skill now, I only do 3,192 damage, but if I use first skill on 2 Zilongs, it's gonna try to divide it as much as possible between 2 Zilongs, and I'm not gonna do 3,000 damage. I did 1,700 damage on 1 Zilong, and I can't see the other ones. I can't freaking see the other one. I'm freaking blind. Let me put the Zilong a lot further. Give me a second. There, right there. Right there. There you go. I can see that a lot better. Alright, let's try that again. Sorry about that. it tries to divide the missiles. Alright, so I did 753 damage on one Z-Law and then 2,274 damage on one. Alright, it's random. The missile distribution is pretty random. It's not really like something that you could calculate. Okay, but that's pretty much it for the tips and tricks. If you have any other tips for Jawhead, that's the only tips that I can give you on top of my head. Pretty much knowing the combos, and of course throwing the cores, not the tanks. You want to throw the cores. You only throw the tank if you want to cancel their ulti, right? Canceling their ulti, or if you want to disengage. Okay, that's the only reason why you should throw a tank, or if they're squishy enough for your teammates to burst. All right. Other than that, don't throw a tank, please, especially towards your teammates, because you probably just set your teammates. They'll just help the enemy set your teammates, so don't try to do that. Try to avoid that. But yeah, that's about it. Comment below if I missed anything. On top of my head, that was the only thing that I could think of, honestly. Alright, let's go over to the emblem section, and then we'll go to the spell, and then we'll go to the items. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we are in the emblem section. Let me take off my webcam so you guys could see a lot better. For the emblems, I usually go for Assassin Emblem, which gives, for the first row we have movement speed, second row we have physical penetration, and for the last row we have high and dry. So you do more damage when you're trying to solo somebody out. If you're if you're doing a 1v1 against someone, since you're an offlaner Jawhead, then you'll do more damage against them. Bounty Hunter, I'm not really a big fan of for Jawhead, since most likely you're gonna be split pushing and just getting picks. You're not gonna be ganking a lot as a Jawhead offlaner, alright? You want to try to focus on split push, since Jawhead has really good wave clear, and he actually has pretty good escape. Honestly, his mobility with his second skill, and if you have flicker, obviously that gives you more mobility. Other than that, this is the only emblem that I use for Jawhead. I don't use anything else. Maybe you could use Festival of Blood. I'm not really a big fan of that. This is probably the best bet you could have, alright? Assassin Emblem with this agility, invasion, and high and dry, alright? If you guys know any other emblems that could be good for Jawhead, alright, this is a offlaner Jawhead, by the way. If you're like a support or tanky Jawhead, then obviously go for support emblem. Not the Assassin Emblem. Okay, so you would go for this if you're a support Jawhead. Agility, recovery, and pull yourself together. Those are good. Alright, now let's go to the spells. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we are on the spell section. The only spells that I would honestly use would probably be, like, majority of the time, 90% of the time, I use Flicker for Jawhead. I don't really use anything else. Maybe Sprint or Vengeance, just maybe. But 90% of the time, definitely Flicker. If you guys do have any other Jawhead tips and tricks, or like an unorthodox style of Jawhead, then make sure to share that on the comment section below, because Flicker is usually what I use. So, but yeah, I suggest Flicker. Alright, so let's go to the item builds and see what you guys need to build for Jawhead. Alright guys, so here we are with the item build. For the first row, we have the pretty much almost full damage Jawhead build. For the jungle item, this really depends if you're getting a lot of jungle minion wave clear. But if you're not, then obviously don't upgrade it to 3rd tier. You can either go for Mlbb or Raptor Machete or Beast Killer. If you want to be a little bit more tanky, go for Beast Killer. If you want to deal more damage, go for Raptor Machete. It's all up to you, really. You can play around with it. For the boots, it depends who you're laning against, and even if the enemy team, let's say, has a Chu, obviously you're gonna go for physical defense. If the enemy team has Esmeralda, if you're laning against Uranus or Esme, magic defense boots would be better. Okay. The first core item would be Endless Battle. This gives you a lot of sustain because it has physical lifesteal, and it gives you a little bit of burst because as soon as you use your skill, you have true damage on your next basic attack. And overall, it's really good for Jawhead. The cooldown, movement speed, everything. It's just an overall really good item for Jawhead. Next item would be Heptasis. If you're not damaged by the enemy for 5 seconds, your next basic attack will deal a shit ton of damage, pretty much. That's what it is. Alright, so next item is Queen's Wings. This gives you more sustain, and plus gives you more cooldown reduction. You could use your ulti a lot more. and it makes you a lot tankier and harder to kill. You're a lot more annoying. Last item is Blade of Despair. So this is the full damage build. The second row is pretty much like almost defensive build, but you're against like an Esmeralda. Alright, so you want to go for Oracle. You're not getting a lot of jungle minions, so you don't have jungle item. You probably only have it on first tier, and you sell it at the end of the game. Whoever you're laning against, it depends again, the boots. Endless Battle, Heptasis, Queen's Wings, Oracle, and then Immortality. For the last one, this is pretty much an alternate build. A little bit tanky Jawhead, but more on the physical defense end. So you can play around with that, but a lot of people like doing the full burst Jawhead build, so they can assassinate the core of the enemy team. It's really good for solo queue if you really want to carry with Jawhead. Alright, so now let's go over the gameplay, guys. I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, so here we are on the gameplay section for Jawhead. As you can see, we have the assassin emblem right there. We have Flicker. This was last season. The season just reset today. But let's see. Let's skip this a little bit. Give me a second. So let's see here. I always get jungle item first, the first tier, because you'll never know if you're gonna get a lot of jungle monsters or if you're gonna be able to counter jungle the jungle minion right here, which gives you 2 stack if you get both. All right, if you get both those monsters. So if you're getting a lot of jungle stacks, then you can upgrade it and it's gonna do you a lot better. So right here, I actually made sure that Mincetar overextends first before I show myself. You want to be really patient when you're playing Jawhead. You don't want to show yourself too early. If Mincetar was still here and I showed myself, Mincetar would probably be, retreating by that time. But I made sure Mincetar overextends before I go in. So I try to harass Mincetar as much as possible because Mincetar is pretty weak early game, and I know that. So you need to know your matchup. Right here, Mincetar, I'm trying to get level 2 as quick as possible. The first wave clear is actually going to give me level 2 right there, and I can harass him after that. Scare him away, but I'm going to do the crab instead. There we go, do the crab. Look at Jawhead's wave clear is just so fast. And I think I'm going to go and look and help this team right here. Yeah, I see Grok is super low, so that's an easy kill for me. There we go, first blood, and I see that there's people still fighting right here. Never mind. Alright, Bruno's dead as well, so the enemy team failed an invade. So that's why I responded right there. I get another jungle monster, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna check where Mincetar is gonna be. I saw Mincetar's overextended again. You see, he's overextended again. So I'm probably gonna use my second skill here. There we go, he stunned me, so I can't really get him. It's fine. Very nice stun from him. And now I'm gonna go for the crab, because I know Mincetar. If Mincetar comes for this, I'm gonna throw him and harass him. So you see how I know he's gonna try and steal it? If he goes close enough, I will use my second skill and harass him. Right around here, right here. You see that? And I get the crab and a free harass. You see, he's already at 10% health. He already wasted flicker. I'm already winning lane. I get armor boots because it is a Mincetar. He messed up his second skill again. And there it is. That should be a free kill for me. As soon as I see him waste a skill, that's an easy kill for me. So 2 kills so far. This should be an easy crab for me. No one should be contesting because Hylos is also giving me vision right here. And of course my Kari and Farsa are also giving me vision around this area of the map. I'm gonna go for Endless Battle. I'm actually getting a decent amount of jungle minions, but I'm not sure if I will upgrade on this game. I don't have any more mana. I'm gonna try to counter jungle this. Hopefully Mincetar doesn't take it. I'm gonna try to burst it as much as possible. Yeah, Jawhead is so good at counter jungling. Honestly, look at that. I already got another 2 stacks right there by getting those counter jungling that. So let's see here. Anything else? I see Mincetar is super overextended, but the thing is, I didn't know that we had an enemy right there. If you notice, I was looking at chat before that happened. See, I wasn't paying attention, so I was like, alright, Mincetar is overextended, I can probably take this guy as soon as I see him. And I didn't know that the enemy team was ganking, so that's why. See, I saw Valier and Grok, they pushed me away, there's 4 of them. So I'm like, alright, there's no way I'm going in that direction. So I'm gonna go all the way around. There's no wind buff, so I can't go that direction either. I know that I have a second skill that gives me more movement speed. I throw a minion behind me, because that could actually stun people. I actually forgot about that on the tips and tricks. You could use jungle minions and lane minions or even your teammates to stun enemies, alright? Or even the enemy. You can use your one hero from the enemy team and then throw it to another enemy guy or enemy hero, and it'll stun them, alright? So that's a tip that I actually forgot to tell you guys, that your second skill pretty much has a stun. I see a wind buff, so I'm gonna run away this way. I honestly cannot believe that I lived it was a 4-man gang and I just ran around them. Oh man, marathon. So I'm gonna go back top lane because I saw Mincetar. I see Mincetar pushing again. I have a decent amount of mana now and I have level 4. I go in, I throw Mincy. Hopefully I get a kill. I don't know if I will. Alright, he actually ults, but he's dead because I have Farsa with me. So I get another kill right there. Very nice gank from Farsa, I guess. This should be an easy wave clear. Yep, easy wave clear. There you go. And I'm actually gonna push this top lane tower since I see Farsa going down the river and she doesn't see anyone. And plus, I still have flicker and second skill, so if anybody does gank me, I can probably get away pretty easily. So you need to know your limits. So I see Uranus right here. They finally switched lane. I'm pretty sure Mincetar went bot lane this time. Right there. I let my regen end first. First skill, clear minion wave. So for this, you could actually upgrade. I actually upgrade my jungle item if I wanted to, but I don't know if I did. So I throw Mincetar again. I ulti on my tower. Wasted a flicker. Already so good. My teammates hurry to gank. Should be a free kill. I don't even need to bother helping right now until I wave clear. I tried to throw Bruno, but Bruno purified perfectly, so it's fine though. Another kill for Guinevere, and I'm gonna go around Bruno here from what I know. Use the wind buff. Bruno's really low, and he's also dead. So we're 5-0 and 3, super fed. We could snowball off this. If you snowball with Jawhead, Jawhead is already an early game hero, man, it's gonna be super good. Keep your momentum alive, alright? So I'm gonna counter jungle again. There we go. I get Endless Battle. I'm not sure what I get next. I might get Bloodlust because I need Sustain or Heptasis, one of those. So you can also build Bloodlust Axe if you really want more Sustain. I prioritize Hunter Strike right there. I didn't think I meant to press that. I used to build Hunter Strike for Jawhead, but not anymore. Used to, alright. Here we go. I'm gonna get another jungle minion. Should be pretty easy here. Still wave clearing. Focusing on split push. And I see that there's a fight going on around this area. The dog is going crazy now. Just ignore that. So let's see here. So I'm gonna try to help them. Hopefully ambush. Let's see. I focused either the Bruno or the Valier. Yeah, I focused the Bruno. There it is. So I get another kill right there on Bruno. I get another kill on Valier. Oh, actually, Farsa got it. I throw Grok behind. He doesn't have ulti, so he can't run away. I don't know if we get this kill. I don't think we do. Too tanky. Yeah, too tanky. Yeah, I saw that Mincetar was about to go in, so I didn't want to dive. But Farsa got hooked, so that's not my fault. Not my fault. Here we go. We're counter jungling really well, and this Mincetar is pretty much shut down. This Mincetar is so weak. Well, he knows I'm in this bush, so yeah. I'm actually laughing at him. He knows I'm waiting in this bush. He doesn't want to make the same mistake again. There we go. Wave clearing with Hylos. Again, farming, still farming. Offlaning with Jawhead is super easy, honestly. One of the easier offlane heroes that you could probably use. If you're a beginner offlaner, Jawhead would probably be a perfect hero for you. There's a really easy kill for me. Valier super squishy, and he didn't even push me, honestly. Didn't even push me. Let's see here. I see Mincetar super low. Mincetar ulti is not gonna do anything to Jawhead because I don't have any dash whatsoever. So easy dive right there. I counter jungle again. I should have upgraded my jungle item, seriously. I would have snowballed a lot, even more. Get the Bulbasaur. Counter jungle again. I probably have 15 stacks at this point. Let's see here. I'm just gonna focus on getting the second tier tower because all my other lanes are doing fine. They don't need me rotating to other lanes. Alright, so majority of the time that you saw me here, I'm always on top lane. But that's not always the case. If your teammates are really bad, obviously you need to rotate and help the other lanes if needed. Alright, I throw Mincetar again. Big Mincetar always gets thrown. Feels bad. Alright, there you go. And this should be a GG soon. Yeah, I go for Flicker throw ulti. And that is another combo that you could do for Jawhead. Flicker throw ulti, right? Because that your ulti has like a mini stun. So that's what you want to go for. GG, well played. We actually went for Heptases right there. And then we were gonna go for Hunter Strike. Or was I going for Hunter Strike right here? That was a little weird. Or Wings, Queen's Wings or Bloodlust. I don't know what I was building that last item. But that doesn't matter. So that's what the gameplay is all about. You want to focus on split pushing, but if your other lanes are losing, then obviously you need to help them out. But my lanes, mid lane and bot lane, were winning their lanes, so they didn't need my help. They only needed my help if they were near my lane and if there was a team fight going on. Alright? So make sure you, you know, adjust to the situation. You don't always want to stay in one lane. That's really bad. That's a big mistake that a lot of low rank offlaners will do. Just stay in one lane and not help any other lanes. Alright? You need to know how to trade. Maybe the tower that you're split pushing is not worth your whole team dying and getting a tower pushed. Alright, so that is it for today. If you have any other feedback for the Jawhead in-depth tutorial, then obviously you can comment that below. I tried to give you guys as much information that whatever's on top of my head while I'm recording this. That's why I might miss some things that I didn't mention in the video, but if I did miss some, then make sure to comment that below. If you guys did learn something, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share. That is it, guys. I am out. Peace.